evening. Ultimate Golf Duff here. Drop of the day 7. Coming at you right now. Played the Madness. Just hold this out about 10 minutes ago. Thought I'd throw together a video. Saw a few comments today on the Madness tournament. People don't want to play them. You're crazy if you don't. 3 days to qualify. You only have to qualify once. And you only have to beat 10 people instead of 50 to get through. And if you do get through, on the last day, if you come 50th, you get 30 Tour Pro balls. So play it. All right, here's the shot. Hole 9, long-ish par 4, or par 5 rather. I hammered a fusion out as far as I can with the Pro D. Probably could have gone RB, but I had fusion and I was lazy, so that's what I hit. This is what it left me with. So I got that sweet, sweet headwind on approach. Everybody loves seeing a headwind like that. Now, I checked where Max was, and then I made a huge mistake here. I started lining up my shot, knowing that it's going to take me into overpower. So all I'm doing is wasting time here. I'm so used to playing those smaller wins that I wasn't worried about it, but it ended up being a good teaching point. So I'm lining up my shot for what I think I can just normally adjust. All my previous videos you've watched. If not, go watch them. You can see how getting that line nice and straight is so important. Picking your spot off the tee. Picking your distance back to use spin control on your approach. So here, I go to adjust. Now, root is around 1-to-1 at max, right? And I'm using a Pro D, so I'm adding around 12% to that because of the ring size difference. So I'm looking at just over a 9.5 adjust. But let's go back for a second here. So I've made my adjust there. I've tried to go into max, and I've realized, and you never want to be hitting these shots. For a precision approach, using overpower is a big no-no. It's very hard to control, and there's no precision in it. So I've done my measurement, 9.5, and I've realized, So what do I do here? I go to max. Now I know I'm adjusting 9.5, and I go back 9.5. Because I'm going to end up at max. And as I've discussed previously, we want to take our adjustments from where our post-wind spot is. So I'm in a headwind here. I'm going to be using my max numbers because I'm pulling towards max. So I'm lining up my shot. Now notice going into the landing spot and coming out of the landing spot isn't a perfectly straight line. And I talk about straight lines all the time. But coming out of the landing spot to the hole is relatively straight. And that's the important part in all this. Now you can see that angle's deceiving because you've got lines there, but look at when I change the angle, it's pretty straight. It's got a little bit of right curl to it, but because I've got playing in that bigger wind with the Pro Ds and it's coming back, I know it would straighten the line. So I've talked before about adding spin or taking off backspin to account for wind, right? In a headwind or a tailwind situation. So that's what I've done here. So I'm lining up to where I think it's going to go in the hole based on the shot view of the route and the spin and the how much rollout it's going to get. And then I've gone and I've taken off some backspin because I know in the headwind it's going to kill it. So even still here, I messed it up. And I have to go into overpower to play this shot. So there's two ways I can do this now. I can either slightly overpower my shot, or I can take off a little bit of backspin. Because, pardon me, when you go into overpower and then you release, it snaps back in a straight line. So laterally, your adjustments are still going to be the same. It snaps back in a straight line. It's just you're going to be underpowered. So what do I do here? It was only a little bit. So I went in and I just took off a little bit of back. Actually, I added a little bit of topspin. So what did adding that topspin do? It negated where it snapped back out of overpower. So I added a little bit of topspin to account for me being short. And beauty, Alba with the Pro D, qualifying me for the Madness. I don't play with Pro Ds a lot. I'm not going to lie. It's tough to do. But when I get a Pro D drop, you know it's making drop of the day. Hit the like, please. Hit the subscribe, please. Tell your friends. Let's get a bunch of subs in here. I'm going to start making regular content back again now that we're in the new year. Don't forget to check out my man, Jimmy Banger's channel. Jared A's got some fantastic content for beginners out there. And I might venture into the beginner world a little bit too and start putting out a little bit. All right, take it easy and we'll see you next time.